Previously on Flick Floggers.
That's it. I am so done with these shitty action movies. I'm gonna personally guarantee you guys can't show me any more of this crap. I am done.
Oh yeah? Well, the only way you're getting out of this, motherfucker, is if you skip town. Skip town. Skip town.
LA, here I come.
Hello, Robert.
Richard?
How's sunny LA?
Sonny.
I figured. I have a present for you.
Oh, no. No way. No goddamn way. I told you I'd skip town so I can avoid this bullshit. And you know what? I skipped town, and bullshit I will no longer take. Goodbye.
That's why I'm sitting here with you, because you remind me of you. Everything about you reminds me of you, except you. How do you account for that? She figures that one out, she's good.
Son of a bitch.
I think you'll love the abomination that I have planned for us today.
You know what? I don't even have to sit here and take this. That's the beauty of being out of town. I can just walk away.
Oh, I think you'll find that rather impossible. Oh, I locked all the doors and the windows. You have nowhere to go.
Alright, Nimrod, what are we gonna watch this time?
Well, actually, I was in the mood for Alien.
Oh. Well, that's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
But at the same time, I'm kind of in a Predator mood, too.
Oh, well that's like my top 3 Schwarzenegger movies, bar none. Wait a minute.
Or why not combine them?
You wouldn't.
I would.
You wouldn't!
I would!
What do we do?
In space, no one can hear you vomit your spleen out of your own ass at the utter confusion and dismay that makes up this film. This is a bizarre combination of two great franchises that frankly should have ended on the third and first films respectively. Yes, you heard me, Alien 3 was a more solid experience than what we're about to watch.
The premise is based on the successful video games of the same title. Only difference is with the games, you got to experience playing as each type of character. Alien, Predator, and more importantly, the Colonial Marines. In these films, there is not a single Colonial Marine to be found. Not only that, but it doesn't even sound like anybody with a sound mind wanted these films to be made in the first place.
Because I heard they were going to do Alien versus Predator or something that I thought was just sounded awful.
It is awful, Sigourney. It really is.
Throw in the writing/directing genius of Mortal Kombat's Paul W.S. Anderson, and you've got one hell of a shark sandwich.
Shit sandwich.
But screw it, we're just delaying the inevitable. Do the honors.
You have my sympathies.
So, we open up on Antarctica in 1904.
1904? I didn't know this was a period piece. Oh, no wait, it's just a weak opening prologue. Actually, let me restate. It is a period piece. As in a bloody piece of period chunk. Flash forward to present day where the Weyland Corporation is detecting heat signatures on Antarctica.
We're then introduced to our lead hero Alexa, unconvincingly climbing an ice fall.
She then receives a phone call Ethan Hunt style.
I told Mr. Weyland that.
You know, you could have just waited till I climbed up here. Why did you bother calling?
We smash cut to a dig in Mexico where future alien Chow, Sebastian, is digging for artifacts.
They also found about a dozen that are eerily reminiscent of modern-day...
Enough of that!
I might be able to help you accomplish that, Professor.
Who is this guy, Nick Fury?
So just like a Michael Crichton book, a team of scientists is assembled. Oh, hey look, it's Spud from Trainspotting. Random.
Gee, I wonder how long before he's killed. We get our rundown of exposition from Bishop himself. Yes, the corporate conglomerate, Mr. Wayland, is played by Lance Henriksen.
Let's stop for a moment and think about this. If we were to connect this to the Alien films and Prometheus, then there's clearly a discrepancy here, as Wayland in AvP is played by Lance Henriksen, while he's played by Guy Pearce in Prometheus. Personally, I'm more inclined to buy into Guy Pearce in the role, as he convincingly plays a major public figure in the world of these films, like Steve Jobs times 1,000. In fact, this viral campaign alone was better than the actual movie, but anyway. However, if Wayland was definitively played by Henriksen, then we have a major plot hole here. If the Bishop android in Aliens was based on Charles Bishop Wayland, then why didn't anybody mention his super creepy android post-mortem resemblance? See, I've always thought Bishop's appearance to be purposefully random and nondescript, just another person on the crew, because a celebrity android would cause a commotion on a spaceship, especially one housing a military operation. Plus, how can this possibly tie in with the ending of Alien 3? In that film, we see a second Bishop show up in Fury 161, who claims that he is the human form of Bishop.
I'm not the Bishop android. I designed it. I'm very human.
Granted, whether or not he's actually human is up for debate. We see him take an excruciating blow to the head.
Jesus Christ!
At this point, he could be a droid. I mean, would a human be able to tolerate this kind of pain?
No.
He should really be in the fetal position, screaming like a banshee. This is also meant to mirror the damaged appearance of the broken Bishop droid from earlier in the film, further suggesting that he is a robot. However, in the extended cut, he is showing signs of actual pain, and in both versions, he's clearly bleeding red blood rather than that milky android crap. So, is he a human, or is he a droid? To clear up this confusion, I actually met Lance Henriksen himself at a screening of Aliens, and I asked him my question, and, well, I got this response. Fincher didn't really know what he wanted. I'm serious, that's what he said.
I'm shocked.
So I've had to come to my own conclusion. Bishop in Alien 3 was not a droid, meaning that he couldn't be Wayland as too much time has passed between AvP and Alien 3. This discrepancy makes the casting of Henriksen's role in AvP totally and completely forced.
Magnificent, isn't it?
Can we get back to the movie now?
Fine.
So Wayland reveals that the company has discovered a giant ancient pyramid under the ice and wants to investigate.
This pyramid contains the features of all three cultures. This might be the first pyramid ever built.
I studied this for all of 10 seconds. I know I'm right.
Alexa, however, is concerned for the crew as they don't have the proper training for, being on Antarctica. It's actually not really explained, but she rage quits out of protest.
Find another guide.
Richard, you explain this one.
Let's take a moment to compare our strong female lead, Alexa, with Ripley, as that's clearly what they're trying to do here. In Alien, Ripley stubbornly wouldn't allow Captain Dallas to bring Kane on board because he had an unknown creature attached to his face.
Wait a minute. If we let it in, the ship could be infected. You know the quarantine procedure.
24 hours for decontamination.
It could die in 24 hours. Open the hatch.
Listen to me. If we break quarantine, we could all die.
This is an important moment for her character, as she actually has to make a really tough but wise decision. Most people would have allowed him back on the ship out of sheer panic and human empathy, but Ripley is forced to weigh the risks between letting Kane die on one hand or endangering the entire crew on the other, and eventually ends up defying her captain because of it. This is a well-calculated character trait. Alexa, on the other hand, simply rage quits without fully explaining herself.
I don't understand your objections, Miss Woods. We're not asking you to take us up Everest. We need you to take us from the ship to the pyramid and then back to the ship. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're making a mistake.
What the hell is your problem? I could maybe understand this if the film actually depicts the cold as being harsh, but look at everybody. They're doing just fine. This is such a lazy trend throughout this entire film. Alexa goes through the motions of what the filmmakers think make a powerful character, but there is no real substance. In Alien, we agree with Ripley. In this, I don't know what the hell her problem is.
Okay, we promise that's our last long-winded analysis. Now back to the excrement.
Despite her initial resistance, Alexa inexplicably goes along with the mission. She then gets the chance to meet the colorful characters that make up this motley, forgettable crew.
When I was a kid growing up in Italy, you know what they call a moon that big? La luna del cacciatore.
What's that?
Hunter's moon.
Boy, you know, without the context of ominous foreshadowing, this was an entirely pointless conversation.
Hey man, you know what they call ice this cold?
What's that?
Predator freeze.
Hunter's moon.
Oh, that wasn't funny in the slightest.
Why am I laughing?
So they stumble across the town from the beginning and set up base camp there. The film then tries to draw suspense out of having them creep around. Wait a minute. If you had a flashlight, what's up with the flares?
Hey! Over here!
How resourceful.
After discovering a strange hole leading down to the pyramid, we see that they're being watched by predators.
Oh, and here's a plot twist. Wayland is dying.
There's no room for sick men on this expedition.
My doctors tell me the worst is behind me.
Yeah. Okay, so don't stand behind Wayland.
So after failing to properly rappel down the hole, the predators land on the surface. I hope we didn't need whatever those were.
Blast! You set my camouflage to dramatic reveal!
Oh no! I'm gonna die of too much fun!
Oh, we're back to the flares again?
We have power!
Well, there you go, using generators to power some floodlights. I was about to say, one more flare and these people are officially idiots. These people are officially idiots. They entered the pyramid but accidentally awakened something deep within.
I have the weirdest boner right now.
Strangely enough, it's not my weirdest.
What have you found, Max?
Well, sir, I found out that we're out of flares, and that was my last glow stick.
Mr. Italian archaeologist Jones starts dicking around with the artifacts and reveals a chest full of alien weapons.
It's a good thing we brought the experts.
Well, yeah, it is a good thing. Because this is like finding Moses' DVD collection.
Sala, I just found Moses' DVD collection.